From 2018 all the way to 2023, I sold more than $5 million online and literally pretty much lost all the savings that I had from dropshipping. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some lessons that I've learned and strategies I've changed in my business to help me to be consistently doing 100k months again. And literally I was able to make a comeback in dropshipping just last year, and I'm very thankful to be in the position I am right now. And you can see, just last month we managed to do over 150k month after literally losing all my savings back in 2023 from dropshipping. So I'm gonna share with you what actually changed for me. Back then, what I did was basically I had a general store approach. I'll have one website, and literally in the one website we will sell a bunch of different products, home decoration products, beauty products, pet toys and everything, you know it. And I was mostly focusing on the US market. And then back then, we was testing with one product per campaign. So basically I was only running meta ads, and every single time we test a new product, we spend $30 per day on this new product, 3 different ad sets, 3 different creatives, and just keep testing and testing and testing until something worked. And then the thing is, I had some really good months where I'll make 100k months in sales, and then maybe I'll be net about 20 to 25k in net profit. And literally right after the next month, I will lose 10k or 5k because the winner died and I had to retest new products to find a new winning product. And basically the business model was just based off, if you have just a bad month, you can lose so much money. And the results were just completely inconsistent back then. And what really changed for me, when I actually came back into dropshipping back in early 2025 and late 2024, was I started to focus on fashion and selling in untapped markets. So this was really the game changer for me. So the thing about fashion is because it has a very high perceived value. And in general, if you're selling the right products, most of the time your margins, you're gonna price it at least at 3 to 4x, so the margins is really good. And the thing is also, you can find so many products to, sell with fashion. There's literally so many customers on Facebook who are gonna buy. And fashion is literally the biggest, industry in terms of e-commerce wise, in terms of the amount of sales that is generated. And in the past, when I was only focusing on US market, it was a lot tougher to find winning products, I had to test 100, and sometimes even after testing 200 products, I wouldn't even find any winning products. So it was just incredibly tough. And by focusing on untapped markets right now, I've noticed that there are some stores that I can even be profitable right from the first week. And actually made a few case studies on this. And literally, because by focusing on these untapped markets, the competition is much lower. And the audience, they haven't seen your ad yet. They haven't been ad fatigued, so as to speak. And this way, it's just gonna be so much easier to tap into a new market that literally no one is selling in. And you're also gonna get better conversion rates if you focus on localizing your store. So what we do is, for example, if you wanna sell in an untapped market like Greece, for example. So you're gonna sell in the Greek language, you're gonna sell in just euros, and this is what we have been doing to get much more consistent results and just higher conversion rates and just more sales in general, right? And the number 2 change that I made, which really made the biggest change, the biggest game changer for me, was by focusing on one campaign per store. So back then, we would test with one product per one new campaign per product, and every single day you would just keep launching, and you can launch 5 to 10 products a day, testing. That can easily, rack up $200 to $300 per day in ad spend just on testing. And the thing is, a lot of times those new products that you test, they don't work out, they don't get any sales, so you're gonna lose thousands of dollars really quickly. But right now, the way that we do it is we focus on just launching one campaign on one store, and we just start at $50 per day. So instead of having a bunch of products that we are testing, with one campaign for each product, we will have different markets that we are testing. So we will have for example, the Greek market, we sell in Italy, sell in Germany. So different markets, all starting at $50 per day. And we only scale the campaign if it is profitable. And basically you're just letting the campaign prove itself before increasing the spend. And then every single day you're adding new advertisements into the one campaign. And you're really just being patient. And the thing about this strategy is, you're gonna be so much more consistent. Just right from the start, from day one, you may even be breaking even, if you're lucky. Or you may even be profitable if you are choosing the right markets. So with this strategy, your starting ROAS is gonna be really high, much higher than most other dropshipping strategies. You can even be breaking even while you're in the testing phase. And most people, when they're testing, they lose thousands of dollars if you actually understand and you see how people actually do it, behind the scenes. Some people, they may flex and say that, you don't lose any money while you're testing, but honestly, those are all bullshit. If you wanna, succeed in dropshipping, you're gonna have to spend money. And with this particular single campaign strategy, honestly, I found it just has been the best way to, keep your basically advertising budgets, test it, spend it, and basically just be as cost effective as possible when you're testing out. So the old way is basically, you're creating new campaigns constantly, you're throwing away all the learned data, you're getting like pretty much like inconsistent results. Whereas the new method is really relying on Meta's algorithm. So if you have just have one campaign and every single day you're adding new advertisement into it, and for some reason it's like the algorithm, I'm not sure if it's learning or what, but it's like it kind of knows which advertisement is gonna work, and over time it kind of like, I don't know if it actually gets better and better, but I just found that this has been like really consistent in terms of like scaling and being profitable on a money basis. Number 3, focusing on adding ads instead of adding new campaigns. So instead of like creating new campaigns to test new creative, what we do is right now we add new ads into the existing winning campaign or just that one campaign. And maybe by doing this, the algorithm is learning better. The campaign momentum is we get a lot of theories for that, but these are all just speculation. But the result is this, this has just been like performing way better for us, and that's just how we do it. So what is the results, after making all this change? Back then, I was like maybe averaging like, monthly 5k net profit after like all the ups and downs where you were like had like a really good big month, and then the next month you're breaking even. Right now, with this new strategy of focusing on campaign localization and just having one campaign per store, and with the way we set our website and everything, I'm able to consistently generate 100 to 150k a month with an average of like 125k a month in revenue and every single month the results are very predictable. It's very consistent on a monthly basis. And really what changed is just, number 1, focusing in the fashion vertical, having lots of focus in that one niche, so you get better in spotting like what are winning products as well. There's a lot of benefits to that. Number 2, focusing on untapped market with localization. Number 3, focusing on a single campaign approach. And the last point, adding new ads instead of like launching new campaigns within the meta testing. So I hope you found this value in this video, and if you want to learn more about how we actually do it from step A to step Z, we actually launched a course it's called Ecom Revolution. So the link is going to be down in the description box below, and also if you want to join my free Discord community when I'm answering questions every single day, link is down as well. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, hit the like and hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.